Coach, as the calendar creeps closer to year end, the Green Bay nights are getting colder and colder. Not quite ice fishing weather, but it sure is in Bermuda here at Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 8. No gain on this defense. Hey, back up.
To throw is Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
We own this. We own it. All right. Say. Under 10.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
We are going.
Get your swerve on. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, flag. Kill.
Now Rodgers. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Pistol. Hey, alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
You draw forward. Check, check. Press down, press down, press down. 25, check 25.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
10-yard line.
Set. 180. Let's go, let's go. Regular.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dan Arnold, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Back one. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the ass.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Switch. Right. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check safety. Check. Crunch.
26. Get 300.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
SOS. Check 3.
Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
To throw, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
You're not ready. No. Off. He's crashing. He's driving.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come on. Alert! Alert! Alert!
Mayfield. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
51 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, alert 33.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check 42's the Mike. Check 42's the Mike. Hey, Delta. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Check the outs. Check the outs. Hey, alert 33.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check. Point it right.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Exit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 13. Check 13.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Single, single. Single, single. 84 to 50. Check 84. Man.
All right.
I got you.
Check 4. Check 4. Check. We are going.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete to Hilton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the Browns' 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Check 30.
Throwing now is is Rodgers. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check.
Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Mayfield now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. They find some open field here. Into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Go, Mike. 180! Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Watch out!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Pistol. 42.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On first down, Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, turn up. Go, go. Let's run. Let's run. Let's run.
And all the way down to the 26. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mayfield to throw it this time. It is intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some ball tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Shift. Take the edge. Come. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Chance. He's checking. Crash. Chance. Mike one. Hey, pick your game up.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Check 31.
They run the counter. It's Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, every day. Say. Under 10. 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 39.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Set it up. 319.
Don't say nothing. Watch the ship.
All right.
Hey, watch the ship.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch 1. 3 bud. Hey, alert 3.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill.
Box it.
So Mike's number one.
319.
Now Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He's coming. We got double.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Looking to throw. Bryant. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bryant. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's going to look for Beckham in the... And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
And a little stinger, but a touchdown. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
58, 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Hey, check 26. 25, check 25. Hey, check 26. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Ball there, 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Tight, watch left. Tight. Four down. Mike 42. Drop deep.
On first down, Bryant. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bryant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got room. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Joseph now to add the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing after the interception. Bryant, he's going to go for a big play down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
36. Check the hot read.
They run with Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Draw play, Elliott. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Inside.
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the edge.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. To throw is Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Packers 49, Browns 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 1. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. You're running.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Rodgers on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Green 18.
54.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.